Ladies and gentlemen, as we stand at the threshold of a new year, there's something powerful in the air. It's a feeling that tugs at our souls, a deep, unspoken understanding that we have the opportunity to change, to grow, and to break free from the limits we've placed on ourselves. 2025 is not just another year on the calendar, it's the beginning of a fresh chapter in our lives, a chance to reinvent ourselves, to fix the things that hold us back, and to set the stage for an extraordinary future. If you're here today, it's because deep down you know that change is not just a possibility, it's a necessity. You feel that hunger for something more, something bigger, something better. And you also feel the frustration of being stuck, of knowing you are capable of greatness, yet still facing obstacles that seem too large to overcome. It's time to face the truth. Change will not come from waiting for the perfect moment, nor from hoping for things to magically fall into place. The truth is, change starts with you, and it starts now. I want to ask you a question. What would your life look like in 2025 if you decided to take full ownership of it right now? Imagine a version of yourself who is not held back by past mistakes, by self-doubt, by fear of failure, or by circumstances beyond your control. What if you could build that version of yourself starting today? The first step is acknowledging the truth that you are the only person responsible for your life. Your thoughts, your actions, your choices, they define your path. And it's a path that's completely within your control. The past does not define you. The present moment is where all the power lies, and the future is waiting for you to step into it, to create it, to shape it with your own hands. It's easy to blame others for the challenges we face. It's easy to fall into the trap of feeling like life is happening to us, that we're powerless in the face of circumstances. But the truth is, you are always one decision away from a completely different life. And that decision starts with the mindset you choose to embrace. If you want to fix yourself in 2025, you must first fix the way you think. Every single day, you have an opportunity to make decisions that either move you toward your goals or push you further away from them. And these decisions are made not only through the actions you take, but by the thoughts you choose to entertain. If you're constantly telling yourself that you're not good enough, that you'll never make it, or that success is for other people but not for you, you are building a future where those beliefs become your reality. But if you choose to adopt a mindset of growth, a mindset of resilience, and a mindset of belief in your own potential, you're setting the stage for success. Understand this: the thoughts you think today will shape the person you become tomorrow. So ask yourself, what kind of thoughts are you entertaining? Are they empowering or disempowering? Are they driving you forward or holding you back? And it's not just about thinking differently, it's about acting differently. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is closed through consistent, focused action. It's easy to talk about your dreams, to wish for a better life, to tell others what you want to achieve. But action is the key. You can have all the knowledge in the world, but without action, that knowledge is useless. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. And here's the thing: taking action doesn't mean you have to have it all figured out. You don't have to know every step of the journey. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment, the perfect circumstances, or the perfect plan. You just have to start. The only way to figure it out is to begin. What's holding you back from taking that first step? Is it fear? Is it self-doubt? Is it the uncertainty of not knowing if you'll succeed? Fear is one of the most powerful emotions that keep us from reaching our full potential. But here's what you need to understand: fear is not a signal to stop. Fear is a signal to grow. Every time you feel fear, it means you're on the edge of something new. It means you're about to step into a new level of greatness. So in 2025, make the decision to act in spite of fear. Recognize that fear will always be there, but it does not have to control you. In fact, you can use fear as fuel. When you feel that familiar knot in your stomach, that voice telling you to play it safe, that's when you need to push forward the hardest. That's when you need to lean into the discomfort and take that step. And as you take action, understand that failure is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. Failure is not the end. Failure is simply feedback. It's a lesson in what doesn't work so that you can learn, grow, and try again. Every successful person has failed more times than they can count, but the key difference is that they didn't let failure define them. They let failure teach them. So fix yourself in 2025 by embracing failure as a part of the process. Understand that it's not the setbacks that matter, it's how you respond to them. It's the resilience you show when things get tough. It's the determination to keep going even when you don't feel like it. Your ability to stay committed to your goals, even in the face of adversity, is what will set you apart. But resilience doesn't just come from within, it's also shaped by the people you surround yourself with. In 2025, choose your circle carefully. Your environment plays a massive role in your success. If you're constantly surrounded by people who are negative, who don't believe in you, or who aren't aligned with your goals, it will be much harder for you to stay motivated and focused. You need to surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you, and who support you. Seek out mentors, coaches, and peers who are ahead of you on the journey. Learn from them, be inspired by them, and let their success fuel your own. And don't be afraid to let go of relationships that drain you, hold you back, or encourage mediocrity. You have one life to live, and it's far too precious to waste on people who don't lift you up. In addition to the people you surround yourself with, your environment includes the habits you practice every single day. If you want to fix yourself in 2025, you need to develop habits that support the person you want to become. Your habits shape your life. If you wake up every morning feeling disorganized, stressed, and unproductive, that's the energy you'll carry throughout your day. But if you wake up with purpose, with intention, and with a set of habits that help you grow, you're setting yourself up for success. Start small. Start with something simple. Maybe it's waking up an hour earlier to work on your goals, or committing to exercise every day to improve your health, or setting aside time each day to focus on personal development. The key is consistency. Small habits practiced daily will compound over time and create massive change. One of the most powerful habits you can develop is gratitude. Gratitude is the antidote to negativity, to stress, and to worry. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you shift your energy from scarcity to abundance. Start each day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for, and notice how your mindset begins to shift. But perhaps one of the most important things you need to fix in 2025 is your relationship with yourself. So many people struggle with self-criticism, with feeling not good enough, or with doubting their worth. They think they need to be perfect before they can achieve their goals, but perfection is a lie. Perfection does not exist. The truth is, you are enough right now exactly as you are. In fact, one of the greatest acts of self-love you can show is to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for past mistakes. Forgive yourself for not being where you want to be yet. Forgive yourself for the times you've doubted your potential. Every single person on this planet has made mistakes, but those mistakes do not define us. What defines us is our ability to rise from them, to learn, and to keep moving forward. Fix your relationship with yourself, and you'll find that everything else begins to fall into place. You'll become more confident, more resilient, and more willing to take the risks that will lead to growth. You'll stop playing small, and you'll start playing big. You'll start believing in your own power to create the life you desire. So as we stand on the edge of 2025, I want to challenge you. Fix yourself this year, not through big, overwhelming changes, but through small, consistent shifts in your mindset, your habits, and your actions. Take ownership of your life. Embrace your potential. Act in spite of fear. Surround yourself with greatness. And above all, believe in your own ability to change, to grow, and to become the best version of yourself. The future is waiting. It's time to step into it with confidence, with clarity, and with a commitment to your own greatness. The best version of you is not a distant dream. It's a reality that starts with the decisions you make today. 2025 can be the year you fix yourself. It starts now. The key to transforming your life in 2025 lies in taking full responsibility for your thoughts, actions, and decisions. Acknowledge that your mindset shapes your future, and by shifting from self-doubt to a growth mindset, you can unlock your potential and create the life you desire. Success is built through consistent action, not just planning or dreaming. Embrace failure as feedback and a stepping stone toward growth. Every setback is an opportunity to learn and evolve, and taking bold steps forward, even in the face of fear, is crucial to your personal development. Surround yourself with people who inspire, challenge, and support your growth. Build daily habits that foster personal development, such as practicing gratitude, and focus on creating a healthy relationship with yourself. Your environment and daily routines directly influence your path to success. When we talk about taking ownership, we're not just speaking about physical possessions, but about your life, your choices, your circumstances, and most importantly, your thoughts. Everything you experience is a result of how you respond to the world, not just to what happens to you, but how you interpret it. Most people live under the illusion that life is happening to them, that external forces are the ones pulling the strings, and that they are simply reacting to whatever is put in front of them. This is where the majority of people get stuck. They let their circumstances dictate their reality instead of stepping up and creating the life they want by actively choosing their responses and decisions. True ownership comes from realizing that you are the creator of your experiences. You have the power to decide how you show up in the world, how you handle adversity, and how you take control of the story you tell yourself. This is not about ignoring the challenges you face or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about owning your part in how you respond, adapt, and grow from what happens to you. Changing your mindset is where everything begins. Your mind is the lens through which you perceive the world and interpret your experiences. If that lens is clouded by doubt, fear, negativity, or limiting beliefs, then every challenge you face will seem insurmountable. But if your mindset is empowered by the belief that you can learn, grow, and overcome anything, suddenly those obstacles become opportunities to level up. The first step in changing your mindset is recognizing the narrative you've been telling yourself. Think about the story you've been living. What have you been telling yourself about who you are, what you're capable of, and what your future looks like? Many people live with deeply ingrained beliefs that stem from their upbringing, past experiences, or the opinions of others. These stories may have been shaped by the criticism you received growing up, the mistakes you've made in the past, or the idea that success is only for a select few. But here's the truth: your past does not define you. The mistakes you made were simply lessons, not labels. Who you are today is not who you were yesterday, and who you are today is in your hands to shape. Most people tend to focus on what they lack rather than what they have. They focus on their flaws, their weaknesses, their fears, and the things that are standing in their way. But shifting your mindset means shifting your focus. It means choosing to look at what you have, your strengths, your capabilities, your potential, and believing that they are more than enough to carry you to the next level. Every single person has the ability to achieve greatness. It's not about luck, it's about mindset and the willingness to act. When you begin to own your life, you stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances. You stop blaming others for your current situation and stop waiting for something or someone to change. You begin to ask yourself the powerful question, what can I do today to improve my situation? It might be as simple as changing your attitude or taking a small action step that moves you in the direction of your goals. But in every situation, there's always something you can do to move forward, even if that something is just changing how you think about the situation. When you choose to take ownership of your life, you stop waiting for external validation. You stop relying on others to tell you who you are or how capable you are. Instead, you start validating yourself. You recognize your own worth and understand that you are enough, exactly as you are right now. That doesn't mean you won't strive to improve or grow. It means you accept yourself as a work in progress and you give yourself the permission to be imperfect while still aiming for excellence. This shift in mindset requires taking responsibility for your own emotions and reactions. It means realizing that no one can make you feel anything without your consent. If someone criticizes you or challenges you, it's not about them, it's about how you choose to respond. You can let their words affect you, or you can choose to see their criticism as an opportunity to grow. You can choose to internalize it and let it hold you back, or you can choose to let it fuel your determination to become better. Taking ownership of your life means you stop playing the victim. You stop saying, I can't, I'm not good enough, or I'll never be successful. These limiting beliefs are the chains that hold you back, and they start in your mind. If you believe that you are destined for mediocrity or failure, that's the reality you'll create for yourself. But if you believe that you can achieve anything, that you have the power to overcome any obstacle, and that you can rise above your circumstances, you begin to step into your true power. When you make the decision to change your mindset and own your life, you take control of your thoughts. It's about becoming the observer of your own mind and recognizing when negative or disempowering thoughts arise. The key is not to eliminate them entirely, but to challenge them. When you think I'm not good enough to succeed, ask yourself, is that true? What evidence do I have that supports this belief? And more importantly, what evidence do I have that contradicts it? The truth is, if you've achieved anything in your life, no matter how small, you've proven that you are capable of succeeding. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Changing your mindset also means being aware of your language. The words you speak to yourself and others have a profound impact on your reality. When you say, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, or this is impossible, you are reinforcing the belief that you are powerless. But when you change your language to I can do this, I am capable, and I will find a way, you start shifting your mindset toward possibility and empowerment. Your words shape your world. They influence your actions and your feelings. So choose your words wisely and choose words that empower you, not words that limit you. One of the most important aspects of taking ownership of your mindset is learning to embrace uncertainty. So many people fear change because they fear the unknown. They want everything to be predictable and safe. But the truth is, life is unpredictable. No matter how much you plan, things will not always go according to plan. And that's okay. In fact, it's in the unknown that true growth happens. When you step into uncertainty, you open yourself up to new opportunities, new lessons, and new experiences that will help you grow into the person you need to become. To take ownership of your mindset also means taking ownership of your future. Too many people live their lives in a reactive state. They wait for things to happen to them instead of proactively creating the life they want. They blame their circumstances, their job, their upbringing, or the economy for where they are. But your future is in your hands. It's not about waiting for the perfect time, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect moment. It's about taking ownership of your future today. What steps can you take right now that will set you up for success tomorrow? What choices can you make today that will move you closer to your goals? Changing your mindset is a lifelong process. It's not something that happens overnight, but rather a series of choices you make every single day. It's about consistently choosing to grow, to evolve, and to push through the discomfort. But the more you choose it, the easier it becomes. And the more you take ownership of your thoughts, your actions, and your future, the more empowered you'll feel. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the creator of your destiny. The power lies within you to change your mindset and take ownership of your life. And when you do, you will begin to see the world in a completely different way. You will see possibilities where others see obstacles. You will see opportunities where others see problems. And you will see your own potential in ways that you never imagined. Consistent action is the bridge between dreams and reality. It is the small, seemingly insignificant steps taken every day that ultimately compound to create monumental changes in your life. If you look at the most successful people in the world, you will see one thing in common. They take consistent action, often when they don't feel like it, when the path isn't clear, or when results aren't immediately apparent. Success doesn't come from just wishing or waiting. It comes from showing up every single day, putting in the effort, and moving forward no matter how small the progress seems. The truth is, most people give up too early. They start with enthusiasm, but when the results aren't immediate, they get discouraged and quit. But what they don't realize is that consistency, even in the face of adversity, is the true key to success. It's the daily actions, the habits, and the routines that separate those who achieve their goals from those who don't. Consistent action is not about perfection or achieving huge milestones right away. It's about being relentless in your pursuit, even when things seem difficult. Taking consistent action requires discipline. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's the difference between having a great idea and actually following through. It's easy to start a project when you're excited about it, but the real test comes when the excitement fades, when the challenges start to mount, and when the road ahead seems uncertain. This is where most people fall short. They get caught in the illusion of needing motivation to act. But motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes, and if you wait for it, you'll never make any real progress. The secret is to act in spite of how you feel, to do what needs to be done, even when you'd rather do something else. This is where consistency becomes a superpower. There's another aspect to consistent action that people often overlook: patience. We live in a world that thrives on instant gratification. Social media, technology, and fast food culture have conditioned us to expect quick results. But success rarely happens overnight. It takes time, effort, and a lot of patience. When you take consistent action, you may not see results right away, and that's okay. The key is to trust the process. Trust that every action you take is building momentum, even when the results aren't visible. It's the compounding effect that ultimately leads to breakthroughs, but that effect only works when you keep moving forward day after day, no matter how long it takes. This is where embracing failure becomes critical. Failure is an inevitable part of any journey toward success. In fact, it is often the most important ingredient in the recipe for achievement. Without failure, we would never learn, grow, or develop the resilience we need to succeed. Failure teaches us lessons that we cannot get anywhere else. It forces us to look at our weaknesses, adjust our strategies, and find new ways to approach challenges. It is through failure that we truly learn what works and what doesn't. The problem is that most people view failure as a negative event, something to be avoided or feared. They see failure as a sign of incompetence or a signal to stop trying. But the truth is, failure is not the end, it is a vital part of the process. If you want to achieve anything meaningful in your life, you must embrace failure. You must shift your perspective on it. Instead of fearing it, welcome it. Understand that failure is simply feedback. It is not a reflection of your worth or potential. It is a lesson in what doesn't work so that you can try again with new knowledge. The most successful people in the world are those who have failed more times than they can count. They understand that failure is not something to be ashamed of, but something to be celebrated because it means they are trying. They are pushing the limits of their capabilities and testing the boundaries of what is possible. Failure also teaches us resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after facing setbacks. It is the strength to keep going when things get tough and the courage to rise every time you fall. Every time you fail, you have two choices. You can let it defeat you, or you can use it to fuel your determination to keep going. Resilience is built through failure. It is the ability to face challenges head-on and remain undeterred by them. Failure strengthens you, builds your character, and prepares you for greater successes down the line. The more you fail, the more resilient you become, and the more equipped you are to handle whatever life throws your way. One of the key reasons people give up after facing failure is because they equate failure with defeat. They believe that if they fail, it means they are not good enough or capable enough. This is a dangerous mindset. If you view failure as evidence of your inadequacy, you will avoid taking risks, trying new things, or stepping outside your comfort zone. But in reality, failure is not a reflection of your ability. It is simply an indication that you need to adjust your approach. Failure is not permanent. It's a temporary setback that provides valuable insights for moving forward. When you embrace failure, you also open yourself up to greater creativity and innovation. When you're afraid of failure, you play it safe. You stay in your comfort zone and you avoid taking risks. But when you accept failure as part of the process, you start taking bolder actions. You begin to explore new ideas, experiment with different approaches, and challenge yourself to think outside the box. Failure becomes a powerful tool for growth because it forces you to adapt and evolve. The most successful people are not the ones who never fail, but the ones who continue to push forward, learning and growing with every failure they encounter. One of the greatest challenges people face when it comes to consistent action is self-doubt. When you take action and fail, it's easy to start questioning yourself. You may begin to wonder if you're capable of achieving your goals or if you're just wasting your time. Self-doubt is a natural response to failure, but it's important not to let it control you. Self-doubt can be paralyzing, but it can also be an opportunity for growth. The key is to recognize it for what it is, a temporary emotion that doesn't define you. Instead of letting self-doubt stop you, use it as a sign that you are pushing your limits and stepping out of your comfort zone. The more you act despite your doubts, the more you will strengthen your belief in yourself. Confidence is built through action. The more you take action, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable of overcoming obstacles and achieving your goals. The path to success is not linear. It is filled with ups and downs, twists and turns, and many unexpected detours. But every step, whether forward or backward, is part of the journey. When you take consistent action, even when the results are not immediate, you are building a foundation for future success. Every effort you make compounds over time, and eventually it will pay off. The key is to stay committed. Keep showing up, even on the days when it feels hard or when it seems like nothing is changing. Keep taking action, even when the results aren't apparent. Trust the process and understand that success is not a destination but a journey. Every step you take, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your goals. One of the most powerful things about consistent action and embracing failure is that it creates momentum. Momentum is the force that propels you forward even when things get tough. When you take consistent action, you start building momentum, and that momentum starts to carry you. It makes taking action easier and more natural. The more you do, the more you want to do. The more you fail, the more you learn. And with each lesson learned, you get one step closer to achieving your ultimate goal. Momentum is the key to overcoming inertia, and once you have it, nothing can stop you. Success is not about avoiding failure or waiting for the perfect conditions. It's about taking consistent action, embracing failure, and using both to learn, grow, and ultimately succeed. When you understand that failure is not a setback but a learning opportunity, and when you commit to consistent action regardless of how you feel, you set yourself up for extraordinary success. Remember, it's not the big leaps that create success, it's the small, consistent steps taken every single day that lead to lasting change. So embrace failure, take action, and trust the process. Keep moving forward and watch as your dreams unfold before you. When you look at your life right now, the people you surround yourself with, and the habits you practice daily, you are seeing the product of your environment and your choices. Every person you interact with and every habit you cultivate plays a significant role in shaping who you are today and who you will become in the future. This means that the power to create a positive, thriving life lies largely in your ability to surround yourself with positivity and cultivate empowering habits. The people in your life, the way you think, and the actions you take each day form the foundation for your success, your happiness, and your overall sense of fulfillment. If you are ready to level up and achieve your highest potential, it's essential to understand that your environment and daily routines are your most powerful tools. The first aspect of building a life of positivity and empowerment is understanding the influence of the people around you. We are social creatures, and human beings are highly influenced by their environment. The people you spend time with, the ones you confide in, and the ones you rely on for support have a direct impact on your thoughts, beliefs, and even your energy. It's not just about the conversations you have, but also about the energy you absorb from others. If you surround yourself with people who are negative, cynical, or pessimistic, you will inevitably start to reflect those same qualities. When you are constantly exposed to people who complain, criticize, or doubt themselves, it can be difficult to maintain a positive outlook. You might start to internalize their negativity, which will shape your perspective on your own life and potential. On the other hand, when you surround yourself with people who are positive, supportive, and motivated, you begin to mirror those same traits. You start to believe in yourself more because the people around you believe in you. You become more optimistic because those around you have a mindset of possibility. When you spend time with individuals who encourage you, uplift you, and challenge you to grow, it becomes easier to step into your own power. Positivity is contagious, and when you actively choose to surround yourself with individuals who radiate positive energy, you create an environment that nurtures your own growth and success. But it's not just about the people you interact with directly, it's about the energy and messages that you expose yourself to on a daily basis. We live in a world full of media and constant information. News, social media, television, and even the conversations you hear in passing can all influence your mindset. If you are constantly consuming negative news, scrolling through social media filled with envy or judgment, or engaging in gossip and drama, it's easy to become overwhelmed by negativity. The more you expose yourself to this kind of energy, the more it affects your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. If you want to create a positive environment, you must become selective about what you allow into your mind. Seek out content that inspires, motivates, and teaches you something valuable. Follow individuals who uplift you. Read books that challenge your thinking, and engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Your mental and emotional state is a direct reflection of what you consistently expose yourself to, so choose wisely. In addition to the people you surround yourself with, developing empowering habits is a cornerstone of creating a life of positivity and success. Habits are the small, consistent actions you take each day that shape your reality. Your daily habits, whether positive or negative, have a profound impact on your long-term outcomes. If you develop habits that are aligned with your goals, values, and aspirations, you will naturally start to move in the direction of your dreams. But if your habits are unhealthy, unproductive, or disempowering, they will pull you further away from your potential. Therefore, one of the most powerful ways to transform your life is to focus on cultivating habits that empower you to become the best version of yourself.